Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I am excited and ecstatic about being on this call. Number one, just to talk to you guys about health and nutrition, but not only that, but to talk to you about the products that they have launched for us in this fantastic company of 5 Links, the coffee, Montavida, you know, the ingredients that are in the product, and just the direction of the company. I'm ecstatic that they're starting to get into the health and wellness industry. I've been in this industry for many, many years, and I've been preaching about being healthy and understanding that, you know, it's our greatest wealth. You know, health is our greatest wealth, and without it, you know, we wouldn't be able to do anything. We wouldn't be able to enjoy our wealth that we're so diligently working on over years and years. So, you know, when I first heard that 5 Links was going in the direction of health and wellness, I was excited. And I think a lot of you were excited, but, you know, when they first brought out coffee, it was kind of a little shocking, because how does that relate to health and wellness? Where is that related in that industry? So here are my thoughts about, you know, coffee and the health and wellness piece. The coffee industry is a huge industry. 2.2 billion cups of coffee are consumed every single day in the world. It's the second largest commodity in the world. And if you guys were at the last Nationals, Robert Kiyosaki talked about commodities, you know, making your money and investing in commodities. So 5 Links is investing in some of the largest commodities, you know, natural gas being one of them. They're already a part of that industry with energy. You know, next thing you know, I'm sure after the health and wellness, 5 Links might get into gold and silver. It's a commodity. A lot of us are interested in making wealth, not just getting rich, but making wealth. And why not coffee? You know, it's the second largest commodity, but the United States and Europe are the largest consumers of coffee. The majority of the population drink coffee. So it only made sense to them, business-wise, to get into coffee. Now, why is it a part of the health and wellness? Well, because we have health products that are inside of this coffee. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the coffee itself first. First and foremost, there's a lot of myths that go around about coffee and caffeine, and should I drink it, should I not drink it, is it healthy, is it not? You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can, you know, Google and get online and read about it. But here's a fact that a lot of medical doctors are talking about. Coffee in itself with caffeine, not decaffeinated, with caffeine, when you drink it black, is actually good for you. It's been proven by medical doctors. I'm not a medical doctor, but it's been proven on the Dr. Oz show, on his website, everywhere online it says that black coffee is good for you. Now, what does it do? Caffeine, it gives you a reduction in memory loss. It gives you a reduction in Parkinson's risk. It makes you younger. Yes, it actually makes you younger by a few years. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about anywhere between 250 to 650 milligrams a day of caffeine. Now, you can get that from different sources, but if we're talking about coffee, we're talking about 2 to 6 cups, anywhere in the range of 2 to 6 cups. Now, some of you are probably saying 2 to 6 cups is a lot. Well, for the average drinker who actually regularly drinks coffee, that's not actually a lot. That's actually average. So when you talk about, you know, the products that have caffeine in it, let's look at 8-ounce cups. Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, all of these energy drinks have anywhere between 75 to 80 milligrams of caffeine in them. If you're talking about 5-Hour Energy. Now, a lot of people drink 5-Hour Energy at the Nationals to stay awake. Well, this is 2 ounces. That's like 2 shots of an energy drink. That 2 shots has 207 milligrams of caffeine in it. That's like drinking 2 cups of coffee. They also help sometimes with headaches and migraines. Now, caffeine is in some products. If you notice Excedrin uses caffeine in their product to help with migraines. That is a proven fact, okay? So you're talking about, 250, anywhere between 80 and 250 milligrams of caffeine a day per cup of coffee, okay? So what does it do? Caffeine stimulates the nervous system temporarily. And I'm talking about regular coffee, not decaffeinated. Regular coffee, but not Montavida. This is regular coffee without our health products in it. So it stimulates the nervous system temporarily, and it takes about 5 to 7 hours to completely eliminate caffeine from your body. And once that happens, you get a crash. Okay, a lot of people experience highs because they're drinking coffee, and then a really low low when you're crashing and it comes out your system. Okay, moderate consumption of caffeine, anywhere between 2 to 3 cups of coffee. It fights drowsiness. It makes you alert. It boosts your memory and your concentration and your mental health. It helps relieve headaches, as I said, when used with medication. And it helps athletes with muscle endurance and metabolism. It possibly also can help decrease some cancers, Alzheimer's, asthma, diabetes 2, and dementia. If you don't know what dementia is, it's a decline in mental ability, which is basically as we age, we get a decline in mental ability, which actually targets your memory, your thinking, your language. So this is moderate consumption of caffeine. Now, this has been proven. This is just not me talking about it. This has been proven scientifically that it does these things, and this is all good stuff. Now, heavy consumption. A lot of people, when you look at people that drink 5 to 6 cups of coffee a day, in some people it actually may cause insomnia where you can't sleep, irritability, your heartbeat might be beating really fast, you might actually get a headache or be restless. But to the average drinker who are actually used to drinking coffee, that doesn't work because our bodies have adapted to it. So for the ones that are not used to drinking coffee or caffeinated products, that might be a little too much. Even 1 cup of coffee might be a little too much for the person that just does not drink any caffeinated products. So it's normal for somebody who doesn't drink it to get maybe, a fast heartbeat or get jittery. But let me tell you, up to about 3 cups of caffeinated coffee does not harm most healthy adults. Now, I'll say that again. Up to 3 cups of caffeinated coffee does not harm most healthy adults. Now, I told you before, I am not a medical doctor, okay? And if you have any illnesses or you are on medication, I would suggest that you consult with your physician or doctor that you go to, okay? So I'm gonna start talking about Montavida now, okay? We've talked about coffee. We've talked about caffeine, that we've established that for the most part, caffeine and coffee is good for you, okay? Now, I will talk slow and clear because I know that I might be talking a different language to some people when I'm explaining the ingredients in this coffee. Let me tell you about Montavida. Montavida is an amazing product. I'm a coffee drinker. I usually go to Starbucks. I go and get, of course, the coffee that has all the ingredients in it to make it actually taste better. But if you took a cup of Starbucks coffee black, it probably would not taste very good. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't like the coffee at Starbucks, but the only reason they go to Starbucks is because of all those toppings, all the sugary stuff, all the cream, all the syrups, and all that stuff. And that's my reason as well. That's the reason that I will go to Starbucks and drink coffee. But Montavida, when you drink it plain, if you drink it black, it actually tastes good. It's a good coffee. Colombian coffee, it just tastes good. Now, I'm going to talk about MCT oils. I have known for a long time that MCT oil is an amazing oil. You just don't understand how amazing MCT oil is. MCT oil is a medium chain triglyceride, okay? It is a saturated fat. And a lot of people are so scared of that word, saturated fat. There's a stigma on the word saturated fat in society that makes us shy away from this fat. But the problem is there's different saturated fats. There are the bad kinds where you can get, creams and all that stuff, and the butters and stuff like that. But MCT oil is a saturated fat that's actually good for you. And let me explain part of it. Most fats go through a slow digestion process before they are burned or stored. MCT oil bypasses all of that and goes straight to the liver. They are burned for fuel more readily than other fats and are less likely to be stored. Okay, so it doesn't have to go through all of that digestion process. It goes straight to the liver. And not only does it go straight to the liver, it is burned so much quicker. Okay, so it's a good source of energy. It's a good source of quick energy. It has thermogenic properties, which means the word thermogenic means that it's a fat burner. It's lower in calories than normal fats, okay? And the reason why it's a good source of energy, like I said, is because it's burnt quicker. It also aids in the reduction of body fat because instead of being stored, they're being burned and used for energy right away. So, a lot of people are like excited about it. They're saying, oh, it's making me lose weight. It's doing this. It's doing that. It's also an appetite suppressant. Okay, you feel fuller. You're more satisfied, so you don't overeat. But here's the thing. You cannot replace your breakfast with Montavida. Okay, let me say that again. You cannot replace your breakfast with Montavida. I understand that a lot of people say, I'm not hungry, I drink my Montavida, I'm full, I'm just not hungry, so I don't eat breakfast. But breakfast is important. Your food is still important. Even if you drink the coffee and it suppresses some of the food that you eat, it's not a meal replacement, okay? It is still a beverage with health products, but you cannot replace your food with Montavida. I got up this morning and I was excited. I had my cup of water, I had my banana, and then I had my Montavida, okay? So do not replace it. Endurance athletes benefit from extra quick energy. It also prevents muscle breakdown, which in turn burns fat, because the more muscle that you retain, the more fat you burn, okay? Muscles use it for energy. Now, MCT oil will not affect your cholesterol level. I know a lot of people are asking, oh, it's a saturated fat. What about my cholesterol level? What is this? What is that? But it does not affect your cholesterol level. It's a good saturated fat, okay? MCT oil, I'm gonna go into a little bit detail about the way our liver processes it, because I think it's important for you guys to understand and get a firm grip about MCT oil so that when you're explaining, you know, the products and people ask you questions about it, you are prepared with the best answer for them, okay? So let's talk about what happens. MCT oil is converted to ketones in the liver, okay? Now, I'm going to explain what ketones is. Ketones are substances that are made when the body breaks down fat for energy. It's a byproduct of breaking down fat, okay? So when MCT oil gets to the liver it's converted into ketones. Now, what are ketones used for? Ketones are used for fat burning. They're also used for energy, okay? There's two ways that we use energy. The first way is breaking down a food. When you eat the right foods, it breaks it down. Our bodies break it down for energy. Second way is ketones, when our body breaks down fat, okay? Now, the ketone way is the better way because it helps with other complications like diabetes. It helps with, you know, the insulin, if your insulin is shooting up. So ketones is a better way of having your energy. And the only other way that you can get ketones is if you go completely off carbs, which means that you're not eating any fruits, no vegetables, no rice, no potatoes, no pasta, no bread, no grains, and some beans. You're cutting all of that out. All you're eating is fat and protein. And if you do that for a long period of time, then you'll go into a state called ketosis, which actually means that you're producing ketones for energy instead of glucose. Okay, now that's a hard way to do it because I don't know anybody that can go without eating fruits and vegetables and rice and bread, carbs, all of that stuff because we need it. That's our first source of energy. Our brain uses glucose first and foremost, okay? The brain's main fuel is glucose and or ketones. And what does this mean for the brain? Okay, MCT oil is converted in the liver to ketones. And what this means for the brain is that you'll have greater mental clarity. You will have reduced brain fog. Sometimes we walk around and we're kind of foggy and fuzzy and we can't concentrate properly. Well, it helps. It also can help with Alzheimer's and dementia, as I mentioned before, the decline of mental ability. It'll allow you to get better in thinking, allow you better in memory. It also may help to reduce seizures. This is ketones. This is a byproduct of the MCT oil that is in our Montavida coffee. Let me say that again. It's ketones that helps the brain, which is produced from MCT oils that is in our coffee Montavida, okay? So as you see, I'm very, very excited because MCT oil is a fantastic product that a lot of people don't understand what the benefits of this oil is, okay? So it has so many benefits to it, okay? So not only is coffee good, drinking it by itself, well, you add to Montavida MCT oil, it's more beneficial. And not only that, we have another product in it. The other product is Raymond seed, okay? Raymond seed is not a nut. It is a fruit. It comes from a fruit. So this eliminates all of the nut allergies that some people might have. If you have allergies to nuts like peanuts or walnuts or pecans or something like that, you will not have an allergy to this seed because it's from a fruit, okay? It's also gluten-free, okay? What does that mean? What does gluten-free mean? It means that the word gluten comes from a wheat protein. And a lot of people don't realize that wheat protein, gluten, a lot of us are allergic to it, but we're just walking around figuring out that we can eat grains and starches and not have a problem. But a lot of wheat products like breads and pastas have this wheat gluten in it, and the wheat gluten actually is like glue that holds the products together. It holds the bread together so it doesn't fall apart. You know, that's the reason for it. And a lot of us are allergic to that product, but we don't know it because allergies come in different forms. The allergies may come in a form of, you know, you might be tired after you eat, you know, which a lot of us are. It might be that, it sends you to the bathroom, or you might get a rash. It might not be that you get, your throat is closing up or your tongue is swelling up. That's not the type of allergy that it gives you. So we have to be very conscious about, food allergies. Also, Raymond Seed has fiber in it. Fiber is another product that we're not getting enough of in our daily diet, okay? We're not eating enough fiber. What does fiber do? It also makes you full longer, okay? Fiber it doesn't have any calories associated with it. It lowers diseases. It sweeps out the intestines, okay? This is something that we need in our daily diet, okay? Also, Raymond Seed has a lot of nutrients in it. It has protein, it has calcium, potassium, magnesium. It has a lot of powerful antioxidants and also vitamins A, B, C, and E, okay? So this product, this Raymond Seed, has a lot of good nutrients in it that we need. We need on a daily basis. A lot of us don't take enough, don't eat, number one, the right foods on a daily basis, but we're also not taking supplements. Okay, and I tell people all the time that when you're going for wellness and health, not only do you have to eat right, but you also should supplement with a multivitamin or some kind of vitamins or minerals, because we can't ever get exactly what we need out of our food. But here, Montavida is giving you some of those nutrients back. Okay, some of the things that these nutrients do. Potassium, it's good for your heart and your kidneys. Calcium, it's good for your bones and your teeth. Iron, which is very important because it transports oxygen through the body. You have protein, it's the building blocks of the body. Also, it's low glycemic, which it helps you control your blood sugar. Antioxidants is another thing. It's almost like a super nutrient. It helps the immune system stay strong. It prevents cell damage, which is aging. Yes, aging. A lot of us are trying to stay young, and all of these ingredients will help us do that. They lower the risk of diseases. So if you really look at the products that are in this coffee, they're actually in the health and wellness sector. And it's our first product of our health and wellness line that we're coming out with in 2014. I am so jacked out of my mind about these products that are coming. I'm ecstatic because of the fact that now not only can we make money, but we can stay healthy and enjoy it and see our children's children benefit from all this wealth that we've created within the years of 2001 when the company started, all the way until, who knows when. So I'm excited. I'm ecstatic for the direction of this company. And I'm going to tell you again, this product, Montavida, is not intended to diagnose, to treat, to cure, or prevent any diseases. So please don't go out there telling people that, you can cure their illnesses. That's not how it is. Also, make sure that if you do have the illnesses and you're on medications, please, please, please consult with your physician before consuming. Now, a lot of people say, I'm not a coffee drinker. You should at least try the coffee because you are a coffee distributor. You sell coffee. If you're a part of 5 Links, you sell coffee. So the best thing that you can do is actually just taste it, okay? Now, make sure, like I said before, consult with your doctor if you have illnesses. The coffee tastes good. It's a great tasting coffee. There are many benefits to Montavida. There are already testimonials with weight loss in 5 to 7 days of drinking coffee. I know that, for a fact, there was a couple of people that said oh, this person lost 5 pounds in 7 days of drinking coffee. Well, don't forget, do not replace the coffee with your food, because food is so, so very important as well. This coffee gives you energy, but it's not that jittery, hyper kind of energy that regular coffee will give you. It's actually a more calm, sustained energy which lasts a longer time and doesn't make you crash later. So not only is that a good thing as far as the coffee is concerned, but also the benefits of the MCT oil, which are just, I don't know what other product can give you such great benefits. Also, make sure that you read up on the Montavida. There are also there's a document in the back office that will give you a handout as far as, the information about it. If you don't want to put together your own little, ingredient list for the coffee when you're testing it with prospects, then you can actually print out this overview of Montavida. The first 8 pages will tell you exactly what's in it and the benefits to it. So, we're going into an industry and an era in 5 Links where I think that we're going to be the only company that has the 3 greatest industries within one. Talking about telecom, talking about energy, and now the health and fitness, the health and wellness industry. So we're going to be the only company that actually sells and markets all 3 of these industries. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited about the health products that are in Montavida. I'm excited about the income that we can potentially make within this company and our future with this company. I'm excited because the health products that are coming out in May, as far as shakes and energy drinks that also have exclusive, if you hear me right, exclusive products that are in it that no other company is going to have. I can't sit down properly. I'm excited. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys understood exactly what I was talking about. I know there was a lot of information, and I know that, it's a little bit complicated when it comes to explaining, the benefits of MCT oil and Raymond seed, but, I'm sure that, we'll have a question and answer session very shortly. So